I don't know if it's this run. Oh gosh, what was I ranting about? Was this NBA?
SGA.
Was this
so
the
many
NBA
turnovers.
run?
He didn't even get 20 points, I think.
That'd be funny if this was the run, and I'm talking about like my NBA predictions. So it'll either age well or age very poorly.
In 2006.
Oh my god, I go over this whole rant. Are you
And,
kidding?
54, I want to say.
Oh, thank God this wasn't it.
At the box score, you have to actually look at not only
115 of vintage year,
like,
dude.
how many wins that the team has.
115. Dude, just imagine. DDR5, I would have saved at least 2 seconds there. And then here I could save like another
like the reason why
second and a half.
won last year, which is not only
was the
less
previous
than what
record
they
for
had
New Game
last-
Plus. I think it was like, what did I get? Like a 2450? It's not really about like the New Game, because no one ever plays New Game Plus, right? Me, I was more so showing that I could beat the Pro Essay record with New Game Plus by a substantial amount. Like, because New Game Plus, for all intents and purposes, is the fastest way to play the game for Pro Essay. Or for really any category, right? So, like, any percent New Game Plus is faster than normal, like, New Game, right? So, you know, despite them technically being different categories, I'm still more or less doing the same things as Pro Essay, just, you know, I just have my upgrades unlocked at that point. So whether you want to count them as different runs or like different categories or not, that's sort of like up to you.
Look at this seed, dude.
Yeah, first try. Now, okay, so how did I miss this? I think I was low by like a pixel.
Look at this seed, dude.
Yeah, if you see the corner, like the very, very bottom edge of my reticle is grazing the top, and I think that made me short. Yeah.
Oh, these women think that they deserve to be paid as much as the men.
Was I misogynist in this run? I think I was, right? That should have killed him. That definitely should have killed him.
Rip.
Man, such a shame. Look at this time loss. Ah, dude, I lost 24. Now, no, normally I do lose no matter what a little bit of time. I lose a little bit of time, on Murder of Crows just because I have to select the menu. But other than that, come on.
Steph Curry recently, the highest paid
How was
player in
this?
the
You better
NBA.
watch out. Was it?
And,
I think I like
you know, so it
fumbled
sounds
on
like,
some
what you're
parts.
saying, that
Like I
$60
think I
million
missed
is
Lorne on the
underpaid
first
in
shot.
NBA that Steph Curry has brought to the Warriors franchise.
Yeah, I
It is
did.
absolutely under.
Okay, this is really stupid, but sometimes the gun just doesn't fire. It's so weird. Like, cause you could see the bullet. Like if you slow footage down, you can see the projectile of the bullet, but you don't hear.
Value.
It's like I swear, sometimes the gun just doesn't shoot a bullet.
That Steph Curry has brought.
Look
to
at
the
this.
Warriors
Look at this.
franchise. It is absolutely underpaid.
And then didn't I fumble this too? Oh, no. Oh, okay. I fumbled the.
Because
It's all right. I still got
No.
a pretty
that,
decent time, right?
The Golden State Warriors, they are worth $11 billion.
Yeah.
They
Could
are
be better.
nowhere near that without Steph Curry.
That could be better by like 7 seconds. Okay. So this is a new-ish strat that I'm doing on this first guy. And it didn't work the first time I tried it, and I'm not quite sure why. So pay attention to this dude. I don't look back on him, but like see how he's not facing this way? So I wait to pull out my silver baller, right? And then I shoot so that I get this guy to fire at me. But I have 2 witnesses, right? So that means that one of these guys at the beginning was facing in my direction, which it couldn't have been that guy, so it had to have been this guy. But that's why I do the coin, right? So just for some reason it just didn't work. Cuz I do the exact same thing this time, and it worked fine there. Now, for those of you confused about how this method works, so what I'm doing, right, is I get this guy to stay here, and then I shoot here to get Mr. Mans to fire at me, so that everyone gets attention, right? And then I kill him, obviously, and then I turn around, and this guy will shoot at me. And of course, I manipulate the whole thing about guards not being able to find dead bodies if they're hostile. The other thing that makes this way better is that this lady right here will be like this instead of in her little crouch mode. And that's good because that means that she will not interact with the second dude as much. And it also means that going this way, there will not be a guard coming from this door or another NPC. So it's a little weirder than that bomb method that I was doing, but it also makes sense because I'm not going into the inventory as much. I'm just using my silver ball earn coin.
How did I miss?
How did I miss? Look at this shit. Look at that. How did I miss? Telling you, just sometimes the gun does not fire a bullet. Okay, so I lost 11 seconds. Or no. 7 seconds. Okay, so that wasn't that bad, I guess. Okay, so this was weird. And this is sort of hard to explain, but it's just because Till Death is a very strange level. Okay, so sometimes whenever I do this, I anticipate the fast pattern that Buddy will have, and so I will take out my gun here. I see that I get the fast pattern here, but the reason why I didn't take out my MP9 beforehand and hold it up is because there is a guard over here in this left corner. And if he sees me hold that up, then he remains in place, and that way, when I throw the mine, he would get hit by the mine or something. It's just not good practice to do that. So I didn't throw the thing very far, which was bad. That's how I thought I was gonna fail. I thought I was gonna get a body found. But then I see this happen. I see someone else come in.
Knew that shit was gonna happen.
And that is very bad. Not just because this guy could, find his body or whatever, but the way that Till Death works is after you fire a gun, no matter what, even literally if it's a silenced gun, even if you have the gun put away or dropped, doesn't matter. If they witness you within 5 seconds of you shooting a gun, they will be a witness. It's so stupid. So I sort of have to hide from literally everyone that is over here for 5 seconds. And luckily, it just managed to work out. I could have had a faster time, but it's okay. Now, House of Cards, for the most part, went okay. Pretty standard setup for all of this. So my timings for everything is I get to within, max distance. So these ladies, I shoot, if you over here, I shoot at 50. And then I wait a little bit longer, somewhere around like 53-ish for those ladies. Now, to the uninitiated, The reason why I'm doing all of that is because now there is no one here to witness me. So I can take out a syringe. Doesn't matter that it's the poison syringe, because it doesn't actually use the needle on him. But what it does is I can use the syringe on Tarek to interrupt his animation. Now Tarek is inside the limo, so that way when the limo drives off, he dies to an accident. So that way his body does not get found, technically. I had a good ragdoll, though. His ragdoll got out of the way of underneath the limo, so he could be dragged out. Why don't I drag the body anymore? So dragging the body, so I can't do that in Pro SA. I did it in Rookie because on Rookie I didn't use a syringe. I used the fiber wire, which just immediately killed him. It didn't like stun him and then have an accident. So that messed with the bodyguard in a different way, to where he would just be on the curb and wouldn't notice the body. And then the other problem is that all the other people are coming back at that point, and it's like sort of RNG when they all come back around the same time. Long story short, I don't have enough time to do it, because otherwise I would get a witness. So now what I'm doing is I'm holding up a coin so that they don't see the body
That's what they call me.
until I'm done with the next limo. Oh god, here's the misogyny.
Shut up!
There I go, telling women to shut up. Basically, me doing the coin.
So you should be out of the way.
Me doing the coin right there. It gives the NPCs more time to get the body out of the way. Good doubles. Okay, so now we come to the other weird part. What I'm doing here is I'm assuming that Schmutz is in the bathroom. But I know for a fact that the bald NPC dude is also in the bathroom. So I need to get him out, right? So what I do is I wallbang the door, and that panics him and gets him out without him being alerted of me. The problem is sometimes I get a bad Schmutz to where he's already out of his stall, and that's bad because I need to get him into his stall to hide his body. The best pattern that I can get is he's already taking a piss, and then I could just shoot him and go back. Because the more time that I spend on Schmutz, the less time that I have to limo boost the incoming limo. So I end up losing like 4 seconds because of that. And then right here, I saw that his pistol was on the ground, and I didn't want to risk anything with someone like picking it up and then being like, oh, what the hell is that? And seeing his body underneath. Because remember, I did have that body found from like a couple days ago. So I didn't want to risk anything. So like that limo right
Just
there.
like with some slowdowns, like here.
If I killed Schmutz quicker, the limo would have been like right here, and it would have gone. I would have boosted it, so it would have gone faster over here, and I would have saved like 3-4 seconds. But instead, it's right here, and so not as much time. It's still fine though. I think I got like a 529. Well, it would have been a 525 had I had a better Schmutz. Could have had a gold. Yeah, it would have been a gold. Now, we get to the big boy. If you guys did not see this live, this was fucking insane. This was actually like the most ridiculous thing that's ever happened in a Blood Money run. Of course, I fumbled my fucking scroll wheel. Okay, so right here is where I check my Vana RNG. And I see that she's already on the stairs. No matter what direction that she goes in, that's automatically good. Because she's in her furthest path possible. Fuck! Now, the problem is when I go and check Anthony's RNG. When I check Anthony's RNG, he moves at 52 seconds. So he moves right there, right? And that means that I have the faster pattern. And because of that, I can't do the disguise method in the elevator because that would be too slow in order to get him. He would be like right here, and then he would move this way as I'm trying to shoot him. So I have to do the IL strat of using the syringe to attract Eve, but that risks getting a second witness by the F-off guy. And
Yes.
nailed it. One witness, attracted him.
Yes.
Good to go. And now I have to fire a distraction shot there. Drop in order to get this guy out. Wall bang to attract Anthony. Yes, that was good Von RNG. Kill him. I thought that that was Eve. For like a half second, I thought that that was Eve in the hallway. And then I see that she has like a mask on. So I'm like, oh, thank God. Kill them both with accidents in case their body gets found. And then right here is like the moment of truth. Because if Vanna gets frozen on an NPC, I lose like 45 seconds. And I see right there, she is very, very close to where she is supposed to be. Which is, like, words cannot express how good that is. So now I'm worried about the timing. Because in a way, that's almost too good. Because that means that I can't accurately use the map in order to deduce when to detonate the Maynard mine. Because I didn't do my IL setup where I could just kill Maynard without any risk. So I also see that I get this guy. So normally what I do, right, is I come out of the elevator, I do an SMG distraction, and I go to the van. Unfortunately, I come out and I see that I have this guy, which means I can't do the SMG distraction. And I can't just run all the way along because one of the cops will be hostile and try and shoot me. So I kind of just have to kind of just go for it. So I see that she's there. You know what's hilarious is this actually had a chance of, this could have record. I'm genuinely, I'm not kidding. This could have record had I had my proper mindset up. Because I think if I detonated right there, it would have been close. It would have been close. It would have been like a 215 maybe. So normally what I do is I wait until she gets to her final spot. And then I count 2 Mississippi and then I detonate. Problem is I can't do that at this point because she's already almost there. So I just sort of have to anticipate how long that would be. And then what I do in the IL is I detonate right here, both of them, and that'll get me right at the van as the second mine goes off. So I have to assume that right there is when the lady in the white that's by Maynard is moved away from him. I saw that my mine was here instead of up in the air, and I said, oh shit, that might hit someone. And it didn't. Dude. A fucking 220, bro. A 220 in a run. Okay, so my best was a 235. 235.9. I beat it by over 10 seconds. I beat my gold by over 10 seconds. And I bet you that was a fake gold, too. A sub 20 going into amendment. Dude, let me just tell you, when I saw that shit, when I saw this, when I saw I was 30 seconds ahead, like, it wasn't just like, oh shit, this run's alive. It was, oh my god, this is insanity. Okay, so right here, I check to see what pattern I get, right? So I see that he's there, so it's the normal pattern. toss one left corner, little bit to the right, toss the second one. It's either gonna happen or it's not. No, I figured out that looking down doesn't actually affect anything in terms of timing. I thought it did. It doesn't. So what I do on this detonation now is I detonate at it's like 112.7. It's like a mid 112 is when I detonate. And dude, let me tell you, there is nothing in this world more nerve-wracking than getting all the way to the Parchesi mines and the first mine doesn't kill him. There's relief if the first mine gets him, but if the second one doesn't get him, oh man. It's like you've run out of chances at that point. You can only pray for a bleed out, which rarely happens on PC. And by the way, I'm not like super happy at this point, cuz like, you know, job's not done and all that. But also, if y'all remember from the other day, I got past the mines. Not on this pace, but I got past the mines and I got shot at, right? And I died. So stupid. Still gotta close it out. And I did all of that with Penny on my bed. Dude, I know it doesn't look like it, but my nerves were fried at this point. Like, I could barely aim straight. This was hilarious. This was actually so funny. I thought I bullshit animationed, and I was like a little bit scared that I was gonna get one shot. But when I saw this, I actually started cracking up because I knew it was over, because I knew it was a bleed out. And that was so funny. I actually thought that was so funny. Look at this. Oh my god. Look at me. Look at me. Dude, it's hilarious. The relief on my face when I knew it was over. It's bleeding out. Yes. Dude, let's fucking go, bro. Hey. Whoever did that, Hercules, you timed that bang perfectly. How do I see that? I saw it because of what you don't see. If I don't see them, like the fact you don't see them, right? And the fact that I don't have the check mark yet means that they're still alive. Oh my god, it's bleeding out. Yes. And and guys, I had been hiding my end cutscene for like all week because I knew it was how ridiculous it was. Let's fucking go, bro. Dude, watch this shit. That dude's name is Ian. That clip was after he had hit like one of the nastiest sections in Clone Hero. And that was his reaction. And I said at the time that it was potentially the funniest reaction. But oh, sorry, potentially the best reaction of all time. It's perfect. He humps the camera. He humps the camera like 4 or 5 times. Sits back down, microphone peaking, and he's like, and he says, "Who am I?" Of all things that he could say, he says, "Who am I?" Like he forgot. And then, of course, bask in the glory of the credits after a PB. I didn't even want to say anything. I just wanted to, if you want to call it aura farming or whatever, but I just wanted to let it speak for itself. Because, goddamn, was it such a good run. Regardless, GG's and all that. Incredible run. I'll get that uploaded as soon as possible. I'm so glad I got that, bro.